All right. Oh, all right. Um, Hi, I'm Ethan McNeely, and I'm here to interview Kurt Minder. I am a Phi Theta Kappa officer. Phi Theta Kappa is setting up all these Q&As so we can give you more information about the services that GRCC is providing for you. Kurt Minder is here from IT student support, and I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Okay, Kurt Minder's IT customer support director of customer support. So basically handle everything from the wall to the desktop.
All right. Hey Kurt, could you give us a brief overview of the services that IT student support does?
Sure. Well, we run the help desk. So if students calling in, they need to reset their password or get information on Blackboard or PeopleSoft, Online Center. We help with those. We also have a walk-in service up at Sneeden and on the main campus at RJF. RJF walk-ins is open currently. We also have virtual appointments available for students so they can do a call to our help desk if they need something, want to show their workspace or their desktop to our support professionals. They can do that. And then we work with other departments to supply other support as well.
Okay. So how has the pandemic and going virtual changed a lot of how the IT student support has been in the past several months?
Sure. Typically in the past, our services have been face-to-face, a lot of them. I mean, we've always taken phone calls, but our phone calls in terms of support has doubled for the start of classes. So, typically we see a couple hundred calls the first, or less than a couple hundred. This year we were closer to 300 calls the first day. And that's the same across the board the rest of the week for the first week of classes. We do a lot of remoting now into people's systems where in the past we didn't do that. So if somebody's having a problem with a system, we can remote in and help them out, add software, whatever it is. We also have put a lot of laptops out there, made them available for students, so students can check those out. They're in the library actually. They can check those out. Hotspots, headsets, webcams, basically whatever their technology need is to help them get through class, we're supplying those. They also have the ability to schedule a virtual appointment with the help desk technician. So if they have a particular need, it's going to take a little longer, they're expecting it to take a little longer, they can go into our website and schedule that appointment with a representative. Or they can still stop into campus at G2 on RJF and get help face to face.
Okay, would you be able to do like a kind of a walkthrough of the steps someone might want to take to say rent a laptop out?
Renting a laptop, there's a form online that you have to fill out, basically, so they can make sure you're a current student. Once that form is filled out, your name is added to a list, and you can go over to the library and pick that up and check it out. And it uses the library system just like you would for checking out a book.
Okay, and how long can you have a laptop out?
So currently we're doing it by semester. Obviously nobody's taken a class the last 2 weeks, so we've typically haven't ever done that. We purchased additional laptops just for this reason, so that we could make them available for students and they can check them out a semester at a time.
And is the process really similar with say the webcam and other equipment?
Yeah, same process, yeah.
Okay. So how is the what's the ideal way to contact you guys in IT student support?
So you can either email us at IT support or you can go online and go to the website. There's a link on our webpage so that you can, actually there's several ways you can contact us. You can call us at 234-4357 or 234-HELP. You can go onto the webpage. There's actually a chat button in the lower right-hand corner of our webpage, so you can chat live with somebody. You can stop into the help desk on G2, or you can go onto our webpage and schedule a virtual meeting with one of our representatives.
So when you're doing like IT support, is it strictly within the, like dealing with like Blackboard and that sort of thing? Or if I'm having some trouble with my computer, can I kind of talk to you guys about that as well?
Yep, we provide support for, if there's a software package you need for a particular class, we have information on that. If you need help with something for the online center or issues with your login, it's not working right, or if you want to install software, like you have one of our loaners and you want to install software and you're having a problem, we can remote into that system and help you out as well.
Okay, it looks like I have a question in the chat, and it says, what technology is available to students? Like, can they get antivirus software through or Microsoft through IT?
Microsoft has its own software. So if you own a computer, you can get Windows Defender just activated on the laptop. But there is software available for students. There's several. Some is free. Some is you get a student discount. You can check out our webpage. There's a list of software out there. Technology, I already mentioned with the technology available, laptops, webcams, and all that available through the library. You can purchase technology at a discount. That information is also available, and from time to time you probably see something come through student email. They'll through it from our vendor that offers discounts on hardware and stuff as well. Typically, most of the software, there's some type of student discount, or it's available for free use during the semester. Like Adobe is available for use during the semester. You can check our webpage for that. Typically, we get a list, like for Adobe, from the class roster, and we activate those students for the semester.
Okay, so when are your office hours?
We typically have somebody on the phones from 7 till 9, 7 in the morning till 9 at night.
Okay.
I think it may be, and that changes depending on the semester as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock right now, 9 on Friday.
Right.
But we're also open on the weekends as well.
So people, if I remember you saying this correctly, you said that people can still go in for like in-person help?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yep. There's obviously we're doing social distancing one at a time in the office, but they can queue up if there's more than one outside that office area. It's on the G2 level of RJF.
All right.
And if they want to make an appointment for a Sneeden location, they can do that as well. They could just call the desk and say, hey, I need to meet somebody at Sneeden Hall, and we'll have somebody available there as well. I don't know if many
going over all my questions, trying to make sure I'm covering all my bases here.
No problem. I'd also like to mention the Rave app. I don't know how many students know that that's out there, but students are required to fill out a Rave survey when they come on campus. So there's a Rave Guardian app that you can install on your phone, and you'll get a notification through that app to fill out before you come on campus for the screening for COVID.
Okay, I have another question.
Sure.
you familiar with the printing through the Kent District Library that we have going?
I am not familiar with that.
Okay. I believe I'm a bit familiar with that. So through the Kent District Library, basically, they're offering free printing. I think it's specifically to students. Um, so basically, you can, I believe you have to contact the Kent District Library, and then you can print through there. And I believe they'll even you don't even have to go in to do it. They'll actually bring the printed papers out to you. Minimize all
Sure,
that social
contact.
contact and such.
I also know that they have painted their parking lots with Wi-Fi so students can go up. They have guest access in their parking lots. I think it goes from 7 in the morning till 11 at night. That's also available. So if a student needs to get online, they can go to their parking lot. We also have the parking lot up here in front of Sneeden, or the admin building, is painted with Wi-Fi. So if the student doesn't have Wi-Fi available or hasn't picked up a hotspot, they can come into the parking lot out here and get access to the Wi-Fi and take care of whatever their online needs are.
Okay. Hey, could you talk about a little bit about the hotspots? Because I actually don't really know much about that. And what was it? The first week of or the weekend before class, I was in Cedar Springs, and our power got it's gone, so we had no Wi-Fi for the weekend right before classes. So can you talk
Sure,
about the
sure.
hotspots? 'Cause, I mean,
Wi-Fi's,
that
they're
happened.
just like the laptops. They're available through the semester. They're available through the library. It's unlimited data, while you're using them. College is paying for that. So basically just go into the library, check it out, take it home, use it. We got a couple hundred of them, over a couple hundred actually. So, yeah.
Okay, I'm just curious, I think you probably before you might have had some kind of events where you might have promoted the IT student services. Has that changed? Do you have any other ways that you're you know
Yeah.
bringing it out to the people?
Well, you're right. We did have a student technology day where we set up in the student center so that students could come in, they could get their help with their laptops, they could get information on software or other IT services. We had looked at that, doing that again this year. We had thought about doing a virtual event, but thought our time was better spent making sure that students had technology and access to services that they needed for the start of classes. And with the additional work of I think we purchased over 600 laptops and all those hotspots and other gear, and trying to make sure software and stuff is accessible off campus and stuff for students. Yeah, that's one thing I didn't talk about is there's some software packages like for CAD and stuff that's available off campus. I don't recall which titles are off the top of my head, but there's also, I don't know, I don't recall the rest of it, but yeah.
All right, I probably should have mentioned this at the beginning, but I did get a question in chat earlier, but I want to remind people that they can still ask some questions through chat, and so I think I might give people a minute, and then I'll try and wrap this up.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, keep an eye on what's going on with Kent District Library. There's some initiatives we're working on there to expand services in partnership with them. And I know they're actually looking to do some additional work for the community as well.
All right. Well, it looks like we have no additional questions. So, hey, Kurt, thank you for your time. We're really happy that you guys are doing the work that you're doing, and we're just glad that you took the time to, like, get the information out and such.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ian. I appreciate it.